Well, love is what you are. And I want to say hi to everyone here. And what Cindy and I wanted to do today was to just give a little introduction to a weekend event that's upcoming on February 10th and 11th. It's like a spa retreat weekend. And I'm going to kick things off for 2 hours on Saturday, February 10th. Super Bowl weekend, everybody. I'll be in front of the television on Sunday night, but the spa weekend is over when the Super Bowl's on. And yeah, my topic is love, and it is love yourself, and love is yourself. And so one of the things that I was thinking about that I find is curious is how many people are on a spiritual path and know conceptually that I am love. They've heard it, they've read it, God is love, and therefore so am I. All love. We are all one. We're all whole. So it's a curious thing, and most people don't ever investigate how is it possible to be all love and have experiences of hate and worry and disappointment and frustration and guilt and shame and blame. It's that idea like, if you have an orange and you squeeze an orange, only orange juice comes out. And a banana is a banana. It's always a banana. It's not a pineapple. It's not something else. It's always what its nature is. And so if our nature is love, then how is it at all possible that we hold attack thoughts about ourselves, others, and the world? And that's really what I'm going to be doing on that Saturday morning is investigation, because that was how I got out. I was 30 years on a spiritual path, completely committed, and it was investigation into that mind activity where I finally recognized the truth of what I am. So I never had an awakening. I never had a mystical experience like some people talk about. I never had this one moment in time when something magical or wonderful happened. It was investigation. It started with just a wondering, how is it possible that I, who am in love, hate this body? How's that possible? How is it that I could live knowing I am love conceptually and hating the body, hating my life, hating my circumstances, getting totally frustrated and disappointed? I never investigated the activity. I never investigated what's that voice in here that's having conversations and bossing me around. I never investigated what's up with the two-way conversations that go on in there. What is that? I never investigated when I think about the past. How is that happening? What is that? How do we think about the past? So it was very basic. It was a very basic, like a scientist with the little magnifying glass. Like, let me look. And and for me, when I began to see the mind activity, all those hatred thoughts and those shame thoughts and guilt thoughts, in the seeing of them, they began to disappear. So that was way different than anything that I had previously thought. I thought I have to be happy and I have to change my mind and I have to get rid of guilt and I have to let go of blame and I have to let go of grievances and I have to let go. We're going to investigate that. Who lets go? What is that? The person, the ego, that which you're not. So as soon as you can see how you judge yourself, you attack yourself, you blame yourself, you wish you hadn't done something, in the seeing of it, it starts to dissolve. And so that's really what it is I'm gonna be talking about, is how love is is the whole answer. It literally is the whole way out of hell.
And I think I heard you say love is what we are.
Love is what we are. Love is
And
love. Love is it. Love is our true nature. I'm going
and
to
I
check on Facebook and see if we got people watching. Let's see. How do I get there? Course in Miracles is your Facebook group, which is awesome. Course in Miracles. Here we go. If anybody's watching, would love for you to post in the chat board. Oh, here we are. Let us know you're here. Have a question. And we would love, Cindy's going to post a link to join the weekend. What are you calling it? It's like a Valentine's Day spa weekend. It's
we're
love.
calling it the virtual spa retreat for the
I like that.
So what do you think through this inquiry into our true nature? Are we expecting direct experience?
Oh, definitely. Well, that's just it. I mean, I spent almost 10 years trying to heal the body, change my thoughts, transform, improve, fix, alter. And the one thing I never really did was just stand still. Like it's an interesting thing how it's all in A Course in Miracles. It actually says like conflict must be faced. Fear must be faced. We cannot evade it, set it aside, call it by another name if it would be removed. And so it's in the having the courage to stand still in the middle of whatever situation you're facing, whether you have no money or you're going through some kind of a scary diagnosis or a sickness or pain or loss of a loved one, whatever it is, that is always the beginning where we start. We always kind of meet ourselves right where we are in the situations that are arising for us, because the mind, it doesn't want you to stop. It wants you to figure out the situation that's in front of you right now. Then later, we can do a spa weekend and we can think about it and we can investigate. Like the mind is like, well, I don't have money right now and it's really not a good time. It's Super Bowl weekend. It's it's I got a lot going on. It's right after Christmas. It's there's so much that's the mind. That is the mind that wants to keep us from experiencing happiness now. And so when you can start to see the mind activity and say, oh, I don't have to kind of wait till I have more money or wait till the body feels better or I feel better. No, when you feel the worst, when you feel like I don't know what to do, I cannot figure this out, that's when you come. And you come as you are. Don't fix yourself. Don't try to like make yourself better for this. Come as an emotional wreck. Come as you are. That's how we want you to come. We want you to really show up empty-handed. My hands are always open when I teach, I notice. Like I always, whenever I'm teaching, I'm always kind of, they're lifted, they're open, because that was a big one for me, because in my kind of human experience was a holding on and a fight. I was always like, I gotta fight everything. I gotta fight this sickness and I gotta figure this out and I have to work hard and I have to like study more and I have to do and you see like my face gets all clenched when you kind of think it's like holding myself in this place like I just gotta do the workbook lessons one more year. The first 19 years wasn't enough. I wasn't committed enough. Those first 19 years, I got to do them again, and I'm going to be committed this year. And that's what we do as the human personality structure that's holding itself in a location that's open, like open, open, open. Hands off the wheel. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's where things start to change when we come as we are. And I love the price structure for the weekend. I mean, you've set up this price structure where, give what you can. And I love that. People can, if you have money and you really want to support the work of the Center for Awakening and the conferences and the 40-day program and just all the beautiful things that are done, then if you give more to help support these kind of events. And if you don't have money, then there's a price system for you also, or it's just like, okay, I want to be there. So yeah, I hope to see you there. Cindy, I love you with all my heart, and I'm just very grateful to just kind of share these ideas.
Fabulous. I'm looking forward to it. You got time for one more question before we go?
Mm-hmm.
We when the inspiration came to do this weekend and we set the time, part of it was because Valentine's Day for so many people is this opportunity for the world to show them that they're loved. Um, could you talk a minute about why that never works?
What do you mean?
Well, the world, like I'm missing something. And but the world, the significant other is going to give me flowers and say, I love you. And that's going to leave me with this sense,
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but that's not really the way love works, is it?
Yeah, because there's so few voices in this world right now who are, and it's changing. It's definitely changing, but there's so few voices right now that are really like speaking the truth that you are pure brilliance and light and creative and powerful and to have someone like give you that as a gift, and that's what someone gave to me. Like I had several different people over the years because that's how it works. God's always giving to God. Like always there's these expressions of love. I love what A Course in Miracles says, that a miracle is an expression of love. That's what a real miracle is. So even when someone gives those flowers and those chocolates, that's awesome, right? Like everybody loves that. Like it's just like, or a text message or a card or, those, every expression of love is maximal. So when someone gives like that, and they're just like, Happy Valentine's Day, and I love you and I appreciate you. But the problem with some of that is that it kind of doesn't lock us in to the love that we are. It like feels like, oh, the love is coming from out there. So that's good, right? Like it's that's how it actually works in reality. But we often think, well, where's the next gift? Where's the next expression of love? And so to have yourself remember that you are love, I am love, and that I'm needed here. That's what I want everyone to get out of this. Like this these past couple days I've been um, reading A Course in Miracles, and I was reading I Rest in God, and I just love that lesson so much. And I really identify with the priestess that's mentioned in A Course in Miracles, just abiding in God. And it says that this thought, I rest in God, is enough to wake up the sleeping truth in us. And this thought, I rest in God, is enough is powerful enough to call all minds to the truth where you're having that thought. So when it says that when you rest, I can't remember how it says it exactly, but it sounds like thousands of years are saved and thousands of minds wake up. And it says, I came to bring peace to this world. Well, that doesn't mean what we all thought it meant. Like, I think we all thought, well, I'm going to go be a peacemaker in the world, and I'm physically going to do physical things to bring peace. No. The way that works is that when I am resting in God and remembering what I am, and when I remember what I am, I remember what you are, I remember what everything is, that is how we bring peace to the world. We bring it in the quiet. We don't bring it in our physical busy doings. Like it can be like that, like we're doing a call right now and we're sharing these teachings. But the power of God, the peace that is shining in all of us now, and the recognition of this peace is how peace lights up every mind and how it comes to the world. This is the work we're doing here. It has nothing to do with starting up a business or doing big things, or do those things if you want to do them. Have fun for sure. But remember that the most powerful thing we can do to bring peace to this world and to bring peace to our mind and every mind is to remember I am love. I rest in God. I am as God created me. I am. And you are. And God is. See, my hands are always open. It's like, and then we love, and then we dance. So yeah, it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a place I really pray for people to really walk away from every session with a whole new way of seeing themselves. It's that's always my prayer is that it's life changing for someone, and and that's how it worked for me. It's just one moment in time where I heard something different, and it was like, oh yeah, that's how it works. So I hope to see you there.
You'll see me there.
I'll see you there for sure.
And we would love to see you there as well. Thank you
Mhm.
so much, Lisa.
I love you.
Love us. Mwah.
Mwah.